Every single art panel I've seen in the comic is bad. Like, I'm not talking about the story. I'm not talking about the plot. I'm not talking about anything Eric July has to do with this comic. Let's say this right now. Every single art panel I have seen from the Rippaverse, from ISOM to Alpha Core, every one, is not every panel that exists. I'm just saying every one that I've seen. All of them have bad art and inconsistent lighting. That's a critique. I'm not saying I can do better. I'm a shitty artist. I can't draw anything. But I look at those and I go, sound like there's a light source. I can guess like over here, but there's shadows here that should be eliminated by the light source. The fucking the shadows of the people should be forward from them, not backwards. If the light source is coming from behind them, shouldn't be shadows on their back unless the lighting is coming from the left. If the lighting's coming from the left and down, that makes sense when the shadows are on the right side and down. But if the lighting, which is on the floor, it's literally on the floor, like cast in a different color than the rest of the floor because it's light coming from behind, it's there, then the shadows should not be on the right and down in the back. There shouldn't be shadows in the back at all unless the person is in the shade of like a door frame. If they're in the shade of the door frame, they should have a shadow across most, if not all, of their back. But if the light is coming from behind them, there shouldn't be a shade on their back. If the light is coming from the left, then there should be a shade on the right and predominantly the bottom right, especially if it's on the elevated left. But the light isn't coming from there. It's coming from the back. Why the fuck is every frame, every single fucking frame is like this? Okay? All of them. But I don't care if you buy ISOM and like ISOM. Like, I'm not here to bring on a person to talk about that. I can talk about the art. I can talk about the art. I can talk about the storytelling. I don't want to. This is not what the channel does. My channel does not talk about these things. But I see people like talking about these things and saying, "Oh, you didn't, blah, 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 you don't know, blah blah blah." Oh my God, no, I do. I do know. I'm holding my fucking tongue on this shit because, like, I don't. That's not an Eric thing. Eric's fine. Eric's great. He's writing a story. I haven't read the story. I've read Dick's review of the story and his notes. Like, they sound fine, but like I could write those notes about any story and they'd be fine. I don't know anything about that. What I can say is when I see the art, I go, oh, that's not great. But I'm not sitting here talking about, like, I don't fucking care. I don't care. Like, go buy ISOM. Maybe I'm retarded. I probably am. I don't know anything about art. I don't draw shit. Go buy ISOM. Go buy ISOM 2. Go buy Alpha Core. Go buy whatever you want. I don't fucking give a shit. People are like, oh, you can't talk about this. It's always, you can't talk about this thing you don't know. Great. Cool. Whatever. I'm going to talk about the things I want to talk about. Always. Always, always, always.